Have you ever come across a famous person but acted like you had no clue who they were? For months, I had to watch my mom slowly fade away over FaceTime because I couldn't earn enough to go see her in person. She offered to buy my plane ticket, but I knew if she did, she wouldn't be able to cover her medical bills, so I begged her not to. I promised her I'd visit soon and started taking every extra shift I could at the restaurant where I worked. Then one night, her doctor called and said he didn't think she had much time left. She had been coughing up blood but didn't tell me because she didn't want me to panic. That's when it hit me. I wasn't going to be able to save up fast enough to reach her in time. I cried through the night, but still went to work the next day because I had no other choice. In the middle of that shift, Leonardo DiCaprio walked in, I think with his mom. I could tell right away he wanted to stay unnoticed. He had a cap pulled down low, dark glasses, and hadn't shaved. Even though I recognized him instantly, I decided to act like I didn't. This was right after Titanic had come out. So inside, I was totally freaking out, but I kept my cool and treated him like any other guest. Still, when it came time to hand him the check, I couldn't resist leaving a tiny note. I wrote, "Love your movies. Hope you enjoyed the meal," at the bottom of his receipt. When he stood up to leave, he looked around for a second and smiled when his eyes met mine. I thought that was already the highlight of my life. But when I went to clear his table, I saw he'd written back, "Thanks for not blowing my cover," and had left a $500 tip. At that time, that amount felt unreal. I honestly thought it was a mistake. I even ran toward the door to try to return it, but he was already gone. My hands were shaking. I could barely breathe as I tried to keep working like nothing had happened. The moment my shift ended, I used that money to buy the next flight out to see my mom. I called her on the way and told her I was coming. When I arrived, I sprinted through the hospital halls straight into her room. I made it just in time, enough to hold her for her last 20 minutes on Earth. Because of Leonardo's kindness, I got to hug my mother one final time before she passed away.